Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to show you my favorite products of 2011, and I've been watching a lot of these videos. Everyone's been doing these kinds of videos, so I thought I do one too. But what I've been seeing is I've been seeing some YouTubers that they're doing like favorite face products and eye products and all of that in like separate videos, and then some of them are doing my top 11 2011 products. But I do want to do something different, and I want to show you first my face products. So I'm going to do two separate videos, one for all face products and the other one for the eyes and lips. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide them in winter and summer, because I usually either I use the same products in the summer and in the spring, and then I use the same products in the fall and in the winter. So I'm going to show you my summer versus winter products. So hopefully you guys will like this video, and let's get started because I do have a lot of products to show you. Again, this will be like a two-part video. So the first thing is face primer, and for face primer I only have one face primer, and I only use it on I don't know, just on rare days, like very occasionally, because I don't like using primers that much because of the silicone. I don't know why it makes my face, I see my pores a lot more, like they become more visible after I use a primer. Maybe it's because I only have one and this is a pretty cheap one, but I'm only going to show you one because again, I don't use this very often, but it's the Heart Candy primer, and this is a skin perfecting primer. So it looks like this, and it says that that evens out skin tone and creates a flawless finish to the skin. And I do like it, again, but it's not something that I use on a regular basis, so I have pretty much all of it left. But this is, in terms of face primer, the only primer that I've used. So that is that. And then foundations, I do have two. So my summer foundation, my spring foundation has been the Maybelline Liquid Mousse foundation, and this is in number 2. I love this foundation for the summer months, first of all because it is darker than my normal skin tone, so it kind of gives me because I don't tan very well, so it kind of gives me like a really nice summer glow. And I love it because it's not that heavy and it's not like full coverage foundation, but it does cover everything that it needs to cover, like imperfections and all of that, so it's not something sheer that is not going to last. And I remember putting this on in those crazy summer days when it was super hot and I was sweaty and I had to walk and all of that, and my foundation was still on, and I love the coverage of this one and the way it feels. It didn't look my skin, it didn't make my skin look oily, which it can really look oily in the summer especially. And then in terms of winter, this one that I keep buying and buying and buying, the Revlon Color Stay foundation. This is in 150 Buff. So let me show you like the couple of shades. This is how dark I get in the summer, and this is how light I get in the winter, how light I am actually. And this is, I think it's the first shade, it's the lightest shade, and this is for dry skin. No, this is for oily skin, but I do have a bottle for dry skin that I haven't opened yet because my skin gets super dry in the winter. So I think I have kind of like combination skin, but more like leaning towards like dry skin, because it is dry. And I love this foundation because it's super long lasting. It's more long lasting than this one, than the Maybelline one, and it comes in a variety of shades, and this gives full coverage foundation. So this is going to cover a lot, so you don't need a lot of foundation, you just need like a few spots on your face, and this gives like the nicest dewy kind of finish. So I love it because this it kind of makes your skin look really glowy as well, but not as glowy as this one. Now in terms of concealer, I have two concealers. The one that I always used to use in the summer, and that I still use actually, is the Revlon Age Defying Concealer. And actually this one is kind of weird because I'm going to show you guys a concealer that is kind of drying and it's very thick, and you would guess that I would use that in the summer when my face is a lot more oily, and that I would use this right now that my skin is very dry, because this is such a moisturizing concealer. Like, this is so creamy, and it kind of has like that creamy liquidy texture to it. But anyways, I've been using this all summer long. So this is in light medium and it has SPF 25, which is perfect for the summer. And so I love this because again, it's super creamy, and I love this to cover up pimples and all of that, like imperfections. It's really good for that, for spot treatment, and also for under the eyes, because it's under the eyes around this area you can get pretty dry, so I love this concealer. And then my winter concealer, like I said, it's this one that I use all the time, and this is the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Concealer. I have just a little bit of it left, and so this is very, very thick. It's very creamy, but it's not as moisturizing, so this can really dry out your skin. But I do like it because it's the kind of concealer that really covers all of my imperfections, because I do have a lot of marks and spots and all of that. So I love this concealer for that, and for under the eyes too. And this really conceals and it evens out all the skin tone and all of that. So I love this one for really any time in the year, but I've been using this a lot in the winter. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Pressed Powder. Again, this is the pressed one, and I do have the container with the loose one, which is the one that I use all the time. So I've been using this powder all year long, so I only have one powder to show you. And this is just like a normal kind of setting powder. It doesn't have any color. You can get colors, but what I love about it is that it's really light, and it's not like a foundation. It's just like a setting powder. That's what it is. So it's really light, and it's not going to cake up. You can use a lot of the product, and it's not going to look cakey. So that's why I love it, and it's really affordable too. And now I'm going to show you my favorite blushes. My favorite bronzers, actually. My favorite bronzer during the summer, honestly, I used this bronzer every single day, and it's a shimmery bronzer. And I feel like shimmery bronzers are perfect for the summer because they give you that really nice glow. In the summer, you kind of want in the summer when you're tan, you want to kind of have that shimmer on your face without looking like a freaking like mirror, you know, without like being too shiny. You do want some nice shimmer, and I love that. So this one, I used this one a lot, and this is one by Rimmel, and this is a shimmering bronzer, and this is a sun shimmer, and it's in Gold Princess, which is the number one, the first one. So this, it says it's 3-in-1, so you get 3 different shades, as you can see, and this has again a lot of shimmer. So what I used to do was I used to just swirl my brush into the product and get a little bit of the 3 colors together, and it would give me kind of like, not like an orangey, but definitely a very bronzed but shimmery kind of tone. But it looked kind of dark and kind of light at the same time, if that makes any sense, because it does have like a light shade and a medium shade and a dark shade right here. So I remember using this a lot, so I used this all throughout the summer. And then my bronzer for the winter is obviously this one that I show this all the time, and it's my Victoria's Secret bronzer. It's funny, this is a super shimmery bronzer, and this one is a matte bronzer. So it's perfect for the winter, because in the winter you don't really want that much shimmer, you know, you don't want kind of like that glow because it's winter. But anyways, this is in Goddess. And I believe that this is the only, oh, hey, I believe that this is the only matte shade that they have, I think, because the other 2 bronzers that they have shimmer in them, and quite a bit of shimmer. So it looks like this, and it's kind of crazy like how much I've used this, and I haven't really hit pan on it yet. So I use this all the time. So that is my winter bronzer. The 2 blushes that I want to show you is my first summer blush, summer and spring blush, has been, it's not really a blush, but I use it as blush, and it's MAC's MSF in Stereo Rose, which looks like this. And this is just a beautiful corally, peachy, it's corally, kind of orangey, brownish, has a lot of stuff, golden MSF. And again, I don't use this as MSF, this was limited edition by the way, so I try to use this you know, just I always try to use as little as possible because I don't want to run out of this. You don't really need to use a highlighter after this, and so it gives kind of like the nicest sheen to the face and to the cheek, but it also gives that color, that corally color that I love so much in the summer and in the spring. And then my winter blush is this one that I've been using since I got it when I went to the US for my trip, and it's Luminous by Milani, which looks like this, and I think this is supposed to be a dupe for Narcissus Orgasm blush. So this one is just a really nice kind of peachy, it's kind of like a nudish peachy color, and it does have some shimmer. You can use a lot of this one, but you can definitely build it up. Like, it is pigmented, but it's not incredibly just super crazy, like for example like the Wet n Wild blushes. Those ones are super pigmented, so it is kind of tricky because you do have to use a little bit of product, like the tiniest bit. But with this one I feel like I can build it up and build it up and build it up, and it still looks nice. Like, it doesn't look like I have crazy cheeks. This one, it's kind of like a mixture. Like, it has kind of like those peachy tones to it, and then it has that pinky glow too. So I like it because it has a little bit of both. So, and I've been using this a lot. And then my two highlight colors, I've been using this in the summer a lot. I depotted it because this is a cream highlight. It's a cream color base by MAC, and so I feel like cream products are perfect for the summer, but they're also pretty good for the winter too, because in the winter your skin's super dry. So the less powder you use, the better for your skin, because it's gonna look a lot healthier and it's not gonna look all cakey and stuff. So but I don't really use cream products because I usually just associate cream products with summer and spring. I don't know why, but so I use a lot of cream blushes and all of that in the summer. So in terms of highlight, I used the cream color base in Pearl, which looks like this, and you can put this on top of on your nose, you can put this on your cupid's bow, you can put this on top of your cheekbones to highlight that part. You can use this to highlight the brow bone, the inner corner. It's amazing because it's so versatile, and it's a product that can be used for several things, and I love that. And my favorite highlight right now in the winter time is this one by MAC again, and I'm sorry, but this is a limited edition product as well, like Stereo Rose, and I can't remember the collection of this one when this one came out, but this is by Candlelight, and this is just, but you guys can get Soft and Gentle, which is part of the Permanent line, which is another MSF, which is a highlight. So this one again, it's by Candlelight, and this one has a lot more pinky tones to it, whereas Soft and Gentle has a lot more golden tones. And I love this one because it's a really nice kind of like a nudish champagne color. It's like a very light pink with tons of shimmer, especially around the holidays and all of that, because I really like metallics in the holidays, and to kind of have that extra, like that, I don't know, that extra something. And so I use this all the time in the winter. So that is pretty much it. Now I'm going to record my part 2 of the video, which I'm going to show you all my eye products, my eyeliners, and my lip products. But that has been in terms of my face products for the winter months and for the summer months. So hopefully you guys liked this video, and if you guys are interested, just click on part 2, and I'll see you guys in my next one.